Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt, and today we are reviewing a bottle that has never been reviewed before. This bottle has gone up against many others in bourbon skirmishes here at ADHD Whiskey. It's held its own, it's put up great fights. It went up against a rare breed very early on, but it's never properly been reviewed until tonight. Today, we are reviewing and scoring Old Forester, Prohibition style, 1920. This bottle is what some people would consider a go-to high-proof bourbon whiskey to make your tongue and belly all happy and frisky. This is 115 proof from the Brown-Forman Distillery. This is a Jackie Zyken special. I say Jackie, you say Zyken. Jackie. Thank you. If you'll notice, the old 1920 label, she gone, and they replaced it with this. A new 1920 label. We'll get into that in a moment. But before we do, let's take a pour of an ounce or two. This is a Patreon Cork Pop shoutout. This Patreon Cork Pop shoutout goes out to a patron of mine whose name is the same, read either forwards or backwards. That's right. Does that blow your mind? Because it did mine. This patron might not feel like going for a full swim, but might like getting her knees wet. She's a long-distant cousin to a future NBA Hall of Famer. This Patreon Cork Pop shout out goes out to you, Hannah Wade. Hannah Wade, thank you for your support. Friggin' dig it. You're the best. Old Forester, the first bottled bourbon, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, 1920 Prohibition style. During Prohibition, Old Forester was bottled as medicinal whiskey at 117 West Main Street under Kentucky Permit Number 3. The typical barrel proof at the time prior to bottling was 115. All the while we do it Prohibition style. Snoop Dogg. This whiskey is distilled by us only, and we are responsible for its richness and fine quality. Its elegant flavor is solely due to the original fineness developed with care. There is nothing better in the market. George Garvin Brown, founder. The top remains a super sensual, beautiful teal and gold that makes me so happy, very happy. The main label has been altered from its previous state into a more white, bright label. The old bottle of 1920 reminded me of Cisco and the Thong Song. But I would say this new bottle of 1920, also impressive, also makes me happy, and also makes me want to sing. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. Push and pull like a magnet do. Now my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room. Now I bet she smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with the shape of you. I am just like Ed Sheeran. If Ed Sheeran ate a Chevy Tahoe. Now that we're all frisky, now that we're all warmed up and our vocal cords are basically butter and magic, I've got 4 record companies on hold while I do this review. But the only thing that's holding strong is me while I spin the smother out of this whiskey. Look at it go. Look at it go. Look at it spin out of control. And by out of control, I mean totally in control, because I'm the master spinner. Back in middle school, that used to be my name. Master spinner. Going for a nose on this Prohibition style bitch. Ooh. Ooh, that is a banana bread. That is nice. Ooh, this professional. Oh. All that spinning, I think I tore a rotator cuff. Oh, son of a bee, Matt. Oh, you can just muscle through it. You can get through the review. Sweet caramelly banana bread. If you infused caramel and butterscotch chips into a banana bread. Strong cherry also coming off the nose of this bugger. The color is also so dark. So dark and pretty. Look at it. Look how dark it is. Oh man, it's mesmerizing when I swirl it so slow. I'm hypnotized by the way it shakes its hips in my face. Here's $1. Here's $1. Keep doing it. Here's 10. Keep doing it. A little bit of marshmallow fluff now. Marshmallow fluff. It's like if you made a s'more with a twin bean candy bar, because it's got the cherry and the chocolate and the graham. The nose on this is very good. Down the hatch. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah. Ooh. What was that at the end? What in the world? Okay. From memory, I remember 1920 being sweet and like brown sugary, but kind of just like one note. No, boyfriend. This 1920 is anything but one note. It like hit the tongue with the original brown sugar that I remembered. It was like a brown sugar cinnamon graham, and then it just like overwhelmed the palate with flavor and a great spice. And then at the back of my palate, it grabbed the e-brake and just cranked it and spun the wheel around and was like, oh. It did a quick turn of like barrel char and goodness. It was weird. I was not expecting that. On the back of the palate and on the finish, it turns into like a barrel charred burnt sugar. Like if that brown sugar that was on the front of the palate was lit on fire with ethanol, with well-aged ethanol. The finish is like just totally different than the palate, and it's remarkable. I like that so much. It's like a 70-layer candy chocolate cake. This is good. It's oily. It makes you happy. It makes you want to drink more of it. It's a thinker because there are some things in there that I couldn't even really pull apart. I need to think about them even more. There's like layers to this. There's layers to this 1920, and I dig it. Friggin' dig it. I score Old Forester 1920 Prohibition style an 8.4. 8.4, 1920, friggin' dig it. Totally legit neighborhood spirits competition, gold medal, right there, right on the side of it. It's awesome. It's real dang good. Friggin' like it a lot. If you made it this far in the video, hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment below. What do you think? 8.4, too high or too low? And if you haven't hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification, then what are you waiting for? Just do it before I get super upset and super extra depressional. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey, and like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on changing once in a while. Like labels, or beard length, or beard accuracy when being trimmed, or haircuts, or style. You never know. Next week you might just see me in an A shirt, or a brassiere, a bralette. I don't even know. I'm just saying, sometimes it's good to change it up. And this bottle changed it up and looks great. Looks grand. Looks wonderful. I'm not sure if I like this label or the old label better, but some people say that it's not the appearance that counts, but what is in one's heart. And in this case, this bottle's heart is liquid and full of alcohol.